Hello and welcome to a bonus episode of Kerbal Space Endeavour, where I'm going into detail on how my base that I've built here on Laythe operates and is working. Yeah, all of this recording is done live, so therefore please be patient if there's a little bit of interruption here and there. I still can't believe that I actually made it to the surface. Now, everything here is already unfolded, and I think we could try to get... Okay, all of these are empty. Well, let's just do a visual like this and not get out just yet. This space needs to be set up, and we need to start producing a lot of things. I had to look up a few, and actually a couple of things. And we're gonna start here with the Biolab. Since I didn't bring more than, where's my machinery, 900 machinery parts with me, I need to produce more before I do anything else. Now, in order to do that, I need a lot of different things. So to make machinery parts, I need electronic parts, mechanical parts, and structural parts. These in turn, electronic parts need polymers and chemicals, structural parts need metal and polymers, and mechanical parts need chemicals and metal. And now here comes the fun part. To produce polymers, I need biomass, and biomass I can produce in the Biolab. Now I need to transfer first of all some machinery parts in here, so let's go here and find machinery, and now we're going to look for the Biolab and we're going to transfer in until we're at 100%. There we go. And now we're going to activate compost, and it is running, technically producing biomass. Technically it is consuming, sorry for that, it is consuming substrate at a very low rate. Maybe we can add production, because right now it has a productivity of, where is it, efficiency 75%. Now if we take, come on, crew hatch, let me click on you. There, Barfin, and transfer him over. Technically, we should have a higher productivity, which we don't, unfortunately. Okay, what happens if we quick save, just in case, because sometimes things tend to blow up. And now we're just going to... Wait. Substrate is being consumed, but we're not producing any biomass for some... Whoa! This is what I mean by things tend to happen. One thing I could do is I could engage the dampener. If I remember correctly, then things shouldn't bounce around. There we go. But I'm still quite curious to why... We have machinery parts, we have spare parts, and we should be producing... Biomass is supposedly missing. Compost is inactive. Now we're not consuming any substrate. If I activate... Hold on. I wanted biomass, not compost. Biomass. Now it shows me it's consuming substrate, and it is supposedly producing biomass. Yes! Finally! So let's waste some time Actually, it's probably a good idea. Let's see if things still bounce around. Oh, the dampeners do their job, thankfully. Let's deploy the drills again and start extracting minerals and water. And as well, we're going to deploy here and we're going to extract substrate and water. Now, we're going to keep producing, where is it, biomass for a little while. I think we can spare a couple of days. 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Now, we have produced a little bit of biomass. Next thing is I want to use the biomass to produce polymers, and I do that with the mobile refinery. This is this beautiful piece here. And how am I going to do this? Okay, first of all, the Biolab needs what it needs, so we're gonna lock it, and then we're gonna transfer into the mobile, not repair shop, refinery, mobile refinery. There it is. Transfer in. Unlock this. There we go. Now, if we activate polymers, it says it's running. And it should take away biomass, and now I'd like to know, oh, and we're producing polymers. There we go. Now let's produce them until we have, I don't know, a few bits and pieces of it. So, but before we're going to time forward, I was already building rocket parts via our rocket building workshop. So I'm going to deactivate rocket parts conversion and deactivate the smelt, or no, we're going to leave that. Deactivate reprocess scrap metal. Yes, we can deactivate that. Okay, where's our metal? Metal. This is so confusing. Rocket parts, water, or minerals. Oh, and metal. Metal is more than enough at the moment as well. Hooray! Let's look here into our mobile refinery. Is there anything we can do in the mobile refinery that we need to produce with? No, we need to produce metals, and metals we already have. So I guess we can just time warp a little bit more. Let's keep our window for Duna in mind though. So we're going to produce some more polymers. And we're at 1,000 polymers. Okay, next thing I need are chemicals. Now to produce chemicals, I need minerals, and technically I already have minerals. So let's just see what happens if I activate chemicals. Oh, would you look at that? I could have produced that right away as well. Well, let's keep this running. How's our biomass? We're actually producing more and more biomass as well. Okay, now we have chemicals, polymers, and metals, and these are the three things I need to produce mechanical parts, structural parts, and electronic parts. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to deactivate the polymers, I'm going to deactivate the chemicals, and now we need to go to the, sorry, I have to look this up, the fabrication module. Yeah, the fabrication module. Now we need to transfer some machinery parts over here. So we're gonna, let's leave the Biolab for now. Fabrication module. There we go. Transfer in. Stop. There we go. Now activate electronic parts, structural parts, and mechanical parts. Voila! And it's working. Let's time warp a little bit again. Maybe we can use this time already because we have 431 of these pieces. We're gonna deactivate the Biolab, deactivate biomass. We're gonna unlock this here. And now we need to find the fabrication module. Fabrication module. No. What is this? Machinery plant. Never mind, we need the machinery plant. So once again, we get to transfer a little bit around here. The fabrication module should stay locked. And now we need the machinery plant. Transfer in. Voila. And now if we turn on activate machinery, holy Jesus, we're actually producing machinery parts. For how long? It technically says we have 2.4 days remaining. Okay. What I'm going to do is we're going to time warp a little bit more and see our machinery parts rise. We're on our merry way to be a self-sufficient base. Wonderful. So yeah, I have to do this certain way. So once I have enough machinery parts, I can have all of the base run simultaneously. So I don't need to micromanage anymore and transfer things back and forth and stuff like that. And that will be a lot, well, quite convenient, because then we can really go into the important things like producing food, oxygen, and water, which is the entire purpose of this predestined mission, to get as much self-sufficient as we can. So right now we're consuming polymers and chemicals, and we're still producing machinery parts en masse. Let's time warp even faster until we run out of chemicals. There we go. Or actually we can keep it running. We'll just keep it running until we're all out of the rest. So what are we building here? Structural parts is rising, everything else is falling. Okay, we have 5,000 machinery parts now. Actually, I'd like it to have day. I like day. Day is better than night. Please give me day. Hello? Ah, thank you. Or maybe we just eclipse him. Yeah, we were eclipsing behind Jewel. That's why it was such a long night. Ah, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. First of all, deactivate machinery. Everything else is deactivated as well. Okay, no, this is probably still active. Deactivate electronic parts, structural parts, mechanical parts. Okay. Not infernal robotics, tech fuel balancer. Now we need to do this the proper way. Fabrication module is fully loaded. Okay. Aeroponics module, transfer in and lock. Thank you. Mobile refinery, transfer in and lock. Biolab, transfer in and lock. Now we still have the Kerbal, transfer in and lock. And the mobile repair shop, transfer in and lock. So now we have the integrated base modules who have a little bit left on machinery parts, but technically the base should now be able to be fully operational. So let's start this entire process up again. I want biomass. activating biomass, running. Biomass is increasing. Now with biomass we're gonna turn on activate metals, polymers, and chemicals. All of it should be online. Yes. What did we say? Metals is increasing, polymers is increasing, chemicals is increasing. We're also getting some rare metals and exotic minerals. Don't know what we're going to use them yet for, but I think I remember at a certain point I need them to produce something. Okay, that means I can activate electronic parts, structural parts, and mechanical parts. Yes. And with that in mind, I can produce more machinery. And as we can see, machinery is rising. Good. Next stage. To produce, we are producing water very easily. We're extracting water out of the surface at the moment. How do we produce food? Well, food only requires biomass through the habitat. So, if we were to... Why was both of this running? Okay. Activate the composter, which is going to turn waste into biomass. Am I right? Yes, no, waste into compost. And here, activate compost. Compost into biomass. There we go. Holy crap. Hold on. Habitat. If we activate the habitat, we should be producing food. And we have the little minus sign right here, so technically it should be working. Technically. Okay. We're producing food. On to the next thing. How do we get oxygen? Oxygen. Let me check. We don't need the carbon extractor anymore, and I think the water purifier is unnecessary as well. We're still gonna leave all of this on here for now. Activate air circulator. Hold on. O2 is rising. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a self-sufficient base. We have another 16 days until our next window of opportunity, and actually station manager, production. Here we can see what we're using. We are producing 555.1862 oxygen per day. We're producing 1 food per day. That's not a lot. How could we increase our food production? If we look at tech life support, it is telling us our oxygen is rising, and as you can see just now, the food is going up slowly, but it is going up. At the moment, what this would mean is we are producing a little bit more food than my 2 Kerbals here are using. So somehow I have to improve this station, because we want to have at least another 5 more Kerbals around here. So, water, is it full? We have enough for what is this? 16,276 days. Wow. Okay, normally I can improve production if I have a Kerbal there. So Wilgus transfer to the Kerbitat over here, please. Hello. Wilgus does not want to be transferred. Where's Barfin? Oh, there he is. Transfer. Why doesn't it want me to transfer him? Okay, that is weird. But I guess I'll just have to live with it at the moment. Let's see how it goes if we let pass another couple of days. Because producing one food per day is really not good. Right now this has a productivity, it has an efficiency of 150? Vessel productivity is 1.6. I'm a little bit confused. Let's deactivate the composter. Does that change anything? Let's try transferring crew around again. Transfer. No targets. Maybe if I zoom in all the way. Nope. What is in here? We have water in here. What if we retract this? Maybe then it'll let me? That would be sweet. Please. 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 Sorry for that. It doesn't want me to transfer them anywhere. Okay, I'm gonna try something. Barfin, how about you get out and then step over here. Actually, how high is the gravity on this planet? Can we use... No. Gravity seems similar to Kerbal, I must say. G-forces. Oh, we're only at 0.8 G. So a little bit less than Kerbal, I guess. Okay. Let's get on board here. Maybe now it will let me. Crew, hatch, transfer. No crew transfer allowed in this game, ladies and gentlemen. No crew transfer allowed. Okay, no idea. I guess I'll have to leave it like this at the moment. I can just pretty much activate everything, right? Everything is activated. We can start producing spare parts as well. Also, we can recycle stuff. Yay! So yeah, the base is fully operational and working. We're producing all of the things that we need. And yeah, this is just a small example of how a base can work or look like that you want to have that is just self-sustaining. Keep in mind though, this is a older version of the MKS mod, and therefore you might not be able to rebuild it the same way that I did it, because I recently looked at the MKS mod and they changed some of the machinery plans, for instance, and made the whole modules a lot bigger and bulkier. So a lot of this would be probably a little bit harder. Nevertheless, I hope you guys liked the bonus episode and it helped you a lot, and until next time.